Bhagirath, said Shiva, turning to his left, this city has no fortifications. Why in the name of the holy lake do they have no protection?
Oh, that's a long story, my lord,
said Bhagirath. I have all the time in the world. Tell me the entire tale, for this is one of the strangest sights I have ever seen in India.
Well, my lord, the story starts at Assi Ghat, where we are about to dock. This dock did not get its peculiar name because it has 80 steps. Neither did it get its name from the small Assi rivulet that flows close by. It got its name due to an execution that took place here. In fact, 80 executions in just one day.
Lord Ram be merciful,
said a flabbergasted Sati.
Who were these unfortunate people?
They were not unfortunate, my lady,
said Bhagirath.
They were the worst criminals in history. 80 members of the Asur royalty were put to death by Lord Rudra for war crimes. Many believe that it was not the exhausting battles between the Devs and Asurs that put an end to the evil Asur menace, but this sublime act of justice that Lord Rudra performed. Without their key leaders, the Asur insurrection against the Devs fizzled out.
And then? Asked Shiva, remembering what the Vasudev Pandit at Ayodhya had told him. Who said the Asuras were evil?
And then, something strange happened. A little while later, Lord Rudra, the greatest and most fearsome warrior in history, abandoned all violence. He banned the use of Devi Astras that had caused enormous casualties in the Devasur war. Anyone who disobeyed this order would feel the wrath of Lord Rudra, who said he would even break his vow of non-violence and destroy 7 generations of the man who used any divine weapons.
I know of Lord Rudra's order on the Daivi Astras,
said Sati, as the Meluhans were also aware of the Mahadev's ban on divine weapons.
But I didn't know the story behind it. What made him give this order?
I don't know, my lady,
said Bhagirath. I know, mused Shiva. This must have been the moment Lord Rudra realized the Asuras were not evil, just different. He must have been racked by guilt.
But the story did not end there. Lord Rudra also said Assi Ghat and Kashi had become holy. He didn't explain why, but the people of that time assumed that it must be because this was the place that ended the war. Lord Rudra said there would be no further killing at Assi Ghat, ever. That the place should be respected, that the spirits at Assi Ghat and Kashi would forgive the sins of even the most sinful and guide them to salvation if their dead body was cremated there.
Interesting,
said Sati.
The Kashi kings, who were great followers of Lord Rudra, not only banned any executions or killing at Assi Ghat, they also threw it open for cremations for people from any kingdom, without prejudice of caste, creed, or sex. Any person can find salvation here. Over time, the belief in Kashi being the gateway to a soul's deliverance gained ground and vast numbers of people started coming here to spend their final days. It was impossible for the small Assi Ghat to cater to such large numbers of the dead. So cremations were stopped at Assi, and the city converted another massive ghat called Manikarnika into a giant crematorium.
But what does that have to do with there being no fort walls? Asked Shiva.
The point is that if the most influential people in Swadweep came here at the time of their death, with the belief that this would be a place where their sins would be forgiven and they could attain salvation, very few would want Kashi to be destroyed or even involved in the regular wars that raged in the Confederacy. In addition, Kashi kings took Lord Rudra's orders of non-violence to what they believed was its logical conclusion. The royal family publicly swore that neither they nor their descendants would ever indulge in warfare. In fact, they forswore any killing, except in the case of self-defense. To prove their commitment to their words, they actually tore down their fort ramparts and built an open ring road around the city. They then erected great temples all along the road, giving it an aura of spirituality.
Kashi wasn't attacked and conquered?
On the contrary, my lord,
continued Bhagirath.
Their intense commitment to Lord Rudra's teachings almost made Kashi sacred. Nobody could attack the city, for it would be seen as an insult to Lord Rudra. It became a land of supreme peace and hence prosperity. Suppressed people from across the Confederacy found solace here. Traders found that this was the safest place to base their business. Peace and non-alignment to any other kingdom in Swadweep has actually made Kashi an oasis of stability.